Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. So for today's video, we're going to illustrate how water moves in underground. And also, we were going to discuss to you what are the components of an underground water.
So first of all, what is groundwater? Groundwater is the water that exists beneath the Earth's surface. Within the tiny spaces or fractures in the geological formation like soil, sand, gravel, and rocks. Think of it like a hidden reservoir system under our feet. So today, we have here a groundwater. Today, we have here a groundwater model. A groundwater model is essentially a sophisticated visual representation of a groundwater system. This model visualizes and shows how groundwater flows beneath the Earth's surface. So our groundwater model has four main layers: the bedrock, saturated zone, water table, unsaturated zone, and surface layer.
So, bedrock refers to the solid consolidated rock that lies beneath the soil and any loose sediments like sand, gravel, and clay. So, this one is the saturated zone. So, saturated zone, it lies beneath the unsaturated zone, also known as the Vidoe zone. So, this is where the pore spaces contain both air and water.
The water table is the upper surface of the saturated zone. At this level, the water pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure. While the unsaturated zone, in this zone, the pore spaces within the soil or sediment and rock are not completely filled with water.
Layer in groundwater refers to the water table. This is the upper surface of the zone of the saturation where the pore spaces in the soil or rock are fully saturated with water. The water table separates the undersaturated zone above. The pore spaces contain air and water from the saturated zone below. Groundwater is the water that fills the crack and the spaces in underground soil, sand, and rock. It is a key part of the water cycle and it is used for drinking, farming, and industry. Here how it works. Infiltration: when it rains or snow, some water soaks into the ground. This is water moves down through the soil and rock in process called percolation. Saturated zone: eventually the water reaches a layer where all the spaces between rocks and soil are filled with water. This is called the saturated zone. The top of the zone is the water table and aquifer, an underground layer of the rock or sediment that holds unstable groundwater. Storage and flow. Groundwater moves slowly, sometimes just a few inches per year, through the pores and the cracks in the rocks. Gravity and pressure push it towards well, spring, river, or oceans. While the pumps, people drill wells down into the aquifer to bring groundwater up for use. Is under pressure, it can rise on its own or pump in needed, recharge and depletion. Groundwater gets recharged by more rainfall soaking in, but if we take water faster than it replaces, the water table drops and well can run dry.